conference game, so I'm just guessing that Ryan's not capable of going right now. And you're just down players. I mean, what do we have? 9 guys dressed again here tonight. That shortens the bench and makes for a difficult task to see if you can get out of here with a win. It's going to be up to these guys. You're going to have to play, as we always call it, pointer basketball. You can't get into these running games. Point does not have the offensive firepower. You're going to have to win games with defense. If you can attempt to do that, you might have yourselves an opportunity. If you attempt to play offense against teams like Eau Claire here tonight, I think you get yourself in trouble. I might be wrong, and they might prove me to be totally incorrect, but I just don't see where Stevens Point has enough firepower to stay with squads. So we'll see how that plays out. Whitewater had a sizable lead on Stout. They got underway at 5 o'clock. I'll get you a final as soon as possible. Otherwise, the other 2 games are starting at 7. River is over at Platteville. Oshkosh playing over at La Crosse. Tough start for La Crosse with Platteville and Oshkosh, but at least you kind of find out where you stand. Women's games all completed. I like that. I wish we played a little earlier, but Whitewater women now 2-0. They beat Stout 58-53. It was Platteville improving to 2-0 with a win over River Falls 81-61. Falls drops to 0-2. La Crosse falls to Oshkosh 55-49. So the Titans are 1-1 and La Crosse 0-2. Of course, our pointer women losing, as you just heard, with Matt Matano 64-38 to Eau Claire. Blue Golds are 2-0. The Pointers are 0-2 right now. Football, Whitewater advances to the semifinals with a win over Central 51-21. And unfortunately, Alabama the winner over Georgia. And so looks like Alabama will make it into the Final Four again. They got to expand that, or why even call it a football championship? That's just my opinion. I got a lot of those, don't I? Opinions. We're going to get our national anthem. We'll come back and play some college basketball here in just a moment. Our Pointers and the Eau Claire Blue Golds. Pep bands here. We don't have a big crowd, but we do have some people still filtering in. So hopefully as we go through this one, we'll get more and more fans out here. I know hockey is in town. The Pointer men are over at the KBW taking on Northland. So we'll see how it plays out here today. We'll try to keep you up to date on that hockey game as far as the Pointers and Northland are concerned as well. It is Stevens Point. It is Eau Claire. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're coming right back. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Hi, I'm Tanya Dillingham.
moment or two away from the opening tip-off here this evening. It's not afternoon anymore. I started afternoon, but we're going to finish in the evening here. Let's get the starting lineups. Of course, Eau Claire, now coached by Matt Seiberling in his 10th season, had been the head coach at UW Superior and made the jump down to Eau Claire. I remember when it happened, we thought, wow, that's a little different, but it has worked out pretty well for Seiberling and for the Eau Claire for that matter. They will start a group that includes 6'2" sophomore David Ijadimbola out of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. 6'6" senior Spencer Page from Rice Lake. 6'1" sophomore Michael Casper from Merrill. 6'4" junior Brock Voigt from Sun Prairie. And 6'7" senior Carter Brooks from Lakeville, Minnesota. And Eau Claire 5-3 overall, but 0-1 in WIAC play. For Stevens Point to get it going here today, 6'2" senior Zach Moots from Merrill. It will be 5'11" senior Garrett Nelson from Beaver Dam. 6' senior Brady Wagner from Lake Mills. You will have a 6'6" senior Peter Timmerman from Dubuque, Iowa. And also 6'1" freshman Darius Bolden from Glendale, Nicolay. Of course, our pointers coached by Bob Semling in his 17th season. And the pointers are 3-3 overall right now, but 0-1 in conference play. So let's see if the pointers can pick up that first conference win. I know a lot of people think that conference wins are going to be tough to come by for Stevens Point. That might be the case. I guess we'll find out as we go through the rest of this season. Ijadimbola, that'll be a mouthful for him all night long. We'll do our best. Stevens Point in the home whites and the blue golds in their road navy blues. Here we go, tip controlled by the blue golds. Ijadimbola with it to start it off. We are underway from the quant into the low post, trying to get by Moots, a little spin move, finding a cutter into the lane. Page got rid of it to Voigt, back up on top, over to the right wing. It'll go to Page again. On the dribble to the lane, kick out Ijadimbola, and he buries the three. So nobody got near him. Wide open jumper, nailed it, 3-0. Our defense has not been very good. Over to the right side, Peter Timmerman. Off to Brady Wagner. Wagner with a couple of bounces. Takes it to the free throw line. Out it'll go. Darius Bolden passed up the wide open three. Zach Moots powers into the lane, and we get an early foul. Let's see where it's going to go. That it'll be on Spencer Page. First foul of the ball game. Bolden will be the inbounder, 4-point. Right on the baseline, it goes to Garrett Nelson. Brady Wagner. Garrett into the lane area, throws up a shot that's nowhere's close. Rebound, Brooks on ahead with the ball is Page. Handoff pass on the right wing goes to Casper. Ijadimbola up on top against Brady Wagner. Works dribble, free throw line, tosses right, three on the way, off the rim. Wagner with a rebound. 3-0 Eau Claire. Stevens Point looking for that first score of the game. Garrett Nelson got into the lane, short little jumper, rolls it off the rim. A lot of contact, no whistle. Brooks will bring it up, heads left with it into the corner. Back into the hands of Voigt. Voigt went a little pick there. Off it'll go to Casper. Casper in the left corner, down deep it'll go. Voigt with it, trying to back his way in. He had a mismatch inside, 6'4" against 5'11". Garrett was able to poke it away and out of bounds. Phelps Dairy Store, just a block from Walmart in Stevens Point. Food, family, and fun. 18-18 to go here in the opening half. This is Voigt out on the left wing. Ijadimbola ran by. Into the hands of Casper now. Casper loses it, picked up by Garrett Nelson. He'll sprint it on ahead, drops it back. Brady Wagner Doesn't take that open three. Drives into the lane, fadeaway to little jumper, and Brady's the first on the scoreboard for Stevens Point here tonight. So the Pointers back within one at 3-2. Good steal, really, by Garrett Nelson. Up on top, it'll go to Casper. Casper, handoff. He's got Mbolo over on the right side. Back to Voigt near the top of the circle, guarded by Timmerman. He's got Mbolo trying to back Brady Wagner down. Goes up with the left hand. No, Peter Timmerman with the rebound for Stevens Point. Bolden into the lane. Kick out will go here to Brady Wagner. Chance with a basket to get the lead. Garrett on the right wing. Timmerman out to Brady. Shot clock 14 right now. Into the lane. Zach Moots. He'll get the roll. And the Pointers have their first lead of the ball game at 4-3. Good power move by Zach Moots that time. Pointers go up 4-3 inside. Shot won't go. Voigt gets the rebound. Looking, goes up and lays it off the glass over Peter Timmerman. Brock Voigt, who leads Eau Claire with 14.5 points per game. Gets his first two right there. So Stevens Point back behind here by a 5-4 margin. Brady Wagner, left side will go to Garrett. Garrett behind the back with the dribble, picks up the ball, toss out. Right wing, Zach Moots. Man-to-man defense. Peter trying to work right baseline, backing his way in. Almost lost the handle out to Brady. A deep three, that's going to rim out. He shot Mbola with the rebound. He shot Mbola down to the left corner, working against Brady. Takes him into the lane. Spin move, goes left hand. No, rebound Garrett Nelson. Garrett quickly, front court, trying to go by everybody. Takes it off the glass, no, but does draw the foul. Not a bad move by Garrett. He is your one real up-tempo kind of offensive threat here for Stevens Point. He was trying to make something happen there. Let's see who's going to get that foul. Eau Claire, that'll be the second personal on Spencer Page already. It's tough keeping up with Garrett, I will say that. And again, the senior's struggling at the free throw line. He's got to hit a high percentage. That is the second on Page. Garrett missed the first. Has a chance to tie the game if he can get number two. In, by the way, comes Nolan Blair, the 6'3" sophomore out of Spash. And Garrett makes his second free throw. So we're even at 5. Nolan, whose brother Drew now playing at UMD. And of course, Dad, the athletic director at Spash. In deep, ball pops free, picked up by Wagner. Wagner on ahead, behind the back with the dribble, leaves it off for Bolden. Darius, free throw circle, bad pass. Might have caught Zach in the head. It did. Tried to make the pass and hit his own teammate with the basketball. Popped into the backcourt. Darius went to get it. That's over and back, and a turnover on Stevens Point. We've got immediate timeout. 15:48 to go. We are even at 5. Stevens Point, Eau Claire back in 1 minute. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
At home, Miss Kelsey.
Plan your before or after game get-togethers at the final score. Second and Maria Stevens Point. Early going, Eau Claire shooting 33%. Stevens Point shooting 40%. Nolan Blair leaves it off right side with it is Casper. Left wing again to Blair. Holds it. Free throw line extended up on top. Working off the screen there. Back to Blair. Takes it into the lane. Jump stop. Shot not available. Pass deflected, but picked up on the wing. Drive down the lane. In and out. No. Rebound. Put back. And it will go this time for Cade Hall. Just again, we struggle to rebound the basketball. 7-5 Eau Claire. Garrett into the lane. No shot available. Dishes back out to Bolden. Into the corner to Garrett again. Nelson finds Timmerman, an open triple, and he left it short. Nolan Blair with a rebound. On ahead it'll come with Casper down the right wing. Down by 2 is Stevens Point. To a cutter down the lane, got by Moots, gets the easy layup, and he blew it. Rebound tipped around, and the putback by Hall, and another foul because you can't rebound. That one is going to be called on Darius Bolden. Just unable to rebound the basketball. Cade Hall will go to the line for 2. You're down 2. First free throw is good. In for Stevens Point will come Brennan Tim, the 6'5 freshman. Replacing Brady Wagner, A.J. Mackinnon in there as well for Point, 6-foot sophomore. And the second free throw good, so it's a 4-point Eau Claire lead at 9-5. 14:43 to go. Front court, Garrett Nelson, right baseline drive. Pulls up, tosses out to Mackinnon, left side to Peter. Timmerman on the attack to the paint, kick out Garrett, drives it toward the basket and draws a foul. Lightning quick is Garrett Nelson. And that foul is going to be whistled on Nolan Blair. That'll be his first, third team foul. Little Scholars Child Care and Preschool in the Portage County Business Park helps bring the game to you. Casper out. In for the Blue Golds comes Carter Hunke out of Marathon, Wisconsin. Pointers turn it over, just a bad fumbled pass. Blair into the front court. Nolan leaves it, right wing that time. Carter Hushka into the ball game. Off to Blair. Hushka deep corner, over the top Hall. Back right side, shot clock 8. Nolan Blair bodied up by Garrett Nelson, and somebody loses their man, and Carter Hunke goes right through the lane for a reverse layup. And now you're down 6. It's going to be a long year playing defense like that. Garrett again trying to get to the basket, draws another foul. And this time the foul on Carter Hunke. That'll be his first and the 4th team foul now. Already on the Blue Golds. Ryan Peterson getting set to come in. Garrett Nelson will be at the line. Pointers are down early, 6 points. Garrett's first free throw is good. Garrett does like to get to the hoop, doesn't he? Boots will sit as Ryan Peterson into the game for Point. Second free throw on the way is good. So Garrett, 3 out of 4 from the stripe. Pointers back within 4. Blair into the front court, sends right wing with it is Hall. Back up on top, that's Hushka. Blair, top of the circle. Hunke might have gotten away with the travel. And now we'll get a foul called on Stevens Point. This one's going to go on Garrett. That'll be his first. Second team not shooting. Blue Golds will inbound, and we're going to get a foul before we get any shot. That'll be on Brennan Tim. So you pick up 2 fouls without any movement of the clock. Hunke looking, lobs it on the floor, left side Voigt. Takes Timmerman into the lane, kicks it out. Nolan Blair wants 3, and he's got it. Nolan can shoot it out there. And you're down by 7 at 14-7 right now. Makinen goes left side. Peterson into the lane, pulls back to the free throw line. Brennan Tim hands off Garrett. Gonna have to find a basket here pretty soon. Tim from the right corner drives it to the paint. Comes up, pulls up, out to Garrett for a three. That's short. Rebound, Peterson, blocked from behind. And then loose on the floor. Who's going to dig it out? We're going to get a jump ball, or yes. So it should be Pointer basketball. I don't think Ryan realized somebody was right behind him when he took it up on the right side of the basket. Did a good job getting the board. Carter Brooks will come back for Eau Claire. Blue Gold's early 7-point advantage. Jadimbola will come back as well for Eau Claire. If we get any scores on Spash boys basketball, they're over in Appleton. We'll get that for you. If we get any score on the Spash girls basketball team, they're at home against La Crosse Central. We'll get that to you. Point will inbound off the sideline. And it comes into Peter Timmerman. Peter to Garrett. Man-to-man defense off the screen from Timmerman. Bounces it to Peter up inside. He got the lay-in and a whistle. Nice bounce pass by Garrett Nelson. And the foul's going to go where? It's going to go on Carter Brooks. Nice roll to the basket by Peter Timmerman, and then a good feed by Garrett. Chance for a three-point play. Could get you back within 4. And the free throw doesn't go. And then they call a foul instead of a tie-up. Looked like it was all ball to me by Ryan Peterson, but the official disagrees. That'll be 14 fouls now on point. First on Ryan Peterson. 14-9. Stevens Point right now is 3 of 5 from the line. Ijadimbola left side. It'll go into the corner. Back out, Ijadimbola doesn't take the triple. Over to the right side, Brooks trying to take Timmerman off the baseline, poked away. Brooks got it back, tosses up on top, stolen away by Ryan Peterson. Break to the other end, he'll go, and he missed the layup. Too worried about the defender coming in behind him, and lost the basketball going up. Brooks with it. Worried about the trailing Hall, and missed the shot. Down on the baseline with it here. Into the right corner is Hunke. Hunke leaves it off to Brooks. Brooks outside, wide open, 3, Hall, buried. Well, they do a little inside out and they make you pay. 17-9 is your score. Stevens Point trailing in this one. Garrett Nelson goes right side. Peterson. He missed the layup, gave up a triple. That's like a 5-point swing. Garrett with a bad pass, stolen away, and into the front court down the lane. Hunke won't miss the layup, and Stevens Point needs a timeout. Already down by 10, 11:29 to go in the half. We've got the timeout. We'll take that break. It's a 30. We'll come right back. This is Pointer basketball on WPCN.
You can now replay your...
To make up. Down by 10 here early in the ball game. All sorts of things. You only have one guy really looking to score seemingly, and that's Garrett. Here's A.J. Makinen with a nice drive to the hoop. Goes in with the left hand off the right side and scores it. Down by 8. 19-11. Ijadimbola handoff pass, right side, left sideline. Back to Ijadimbola. Covered up by Makinen, has it bounce off his foot. Garrett Nelson gets to it first. He'll attack, inside, layup good. Just like that, you're back within 6. Again, defense is going to have to be the key. score off your defense, but you can't continue to give up easy ones, which has happened a little bit too much here early. Hushka with it up on top. Ijadimbola. Pointers trying to dig deep defensively into the hands of Brooks, trying to take Timmerman down the lane, and they're going to call him for travel. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust. Coach getting fired up here now. Timmerman and let's see, Darius Bolden back into the game for point. I should say Moots. Darius in the left corner and an illegal screen on Peter Timmerman. So Peter will pick up the foul. That'll be number 5 on the Pointers. First on Peter. 19-13 Eau Claire. Got to protect the home court. These are the ones you really have to fight to get, the home games. Not going to win the conference. That's pretty obvious. Big screen on top. Casper cleared. Ijadimbola, top of the circle. Stop the dribble over to the right wing. It'll go out there to Page. Back on top with it is Hunky. From Little Marathon City, not too far away. Working dribble into the lane. Dug out by Bolden. Kick out for a 3. It actually will count, but the official says shot clock violation. Mike Casper picked it up and threw it into the hoop, but it was a shot clock violation, so Pointers avoid giving up the 3 and have the basketball back, down by 6. Mackinnon goes left. Brennan Tim, who had his collegiate high on Wednesday at Whitewater, 14 points. AJ into the lane. Back around the horn, right side, Bolden attacks into the lane, and another offensive foul called on Peter Timmerman. Another illegal screen. Now he's going to have to sit. Peter not sure what the call is for. Ryan Peterson comes out, so you switch out a 6'6" for a 6'2". That's the problem. We are just so short, we being Stevens Point. That's the way it goes. Hopefully Elijah Vandervelden will be back, well, I'm guessing by the next game. Hopefully, which isn't until Hope. That was an over and back. It took a second to recognize, but the official got it right. Tipped away by Darius. Picked up and stepping into the backcourt was Casper.
Hey, Zach, get us a screen.
So Pointers will get the ball back here. Trailing 19-13. Get a basket. Doesn't have to be a 3, not that I would complain. Coach Seiberling doing a little complaining here right now. And Point is going to inbound in the front court. Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. Inbound to Darius Bolden. Works dribble over the top of the circle. Gets it to Mackinnon, out to Zach Moots. Bottled up a little bit with Peterson, but they got rid of it. Peterson's pass deflected and out of bounds. 9:20 remaining in the opening half. Pointer women losing today 64-38. Not a good showing for the women. Inbound, it'll come to Bolden into the front court. Top of the circle, got to take a shot. Turnaround jumper, hits the rim, doesn't go. Rebound down deep, Voigt. Voigt up the left wing into the corner, it'll go there to Hunky. Back to Voigt down the lane, he will slam it. Nobody stopped the ball. 21-13, back by 8. Bolden across the timeline. Gonna have a lot of growing pains, I'm afraid, with this year's squad. Darius pulls up, doesn't take it. He had an open 13-footer. Brennan Tim into the lane, turnaround jumper off the mark, no. Rebound, Voigt. Missing some easy ones now. Lead feed right corner, Page. Back it'll go here to Casper, top of the circle. Tipped away by Zach Moots and out of bounds. Good try by Zach. Monk's Bar and Grill celebrating 75 years of food and fun. Monk's, proud supporter of UW Stevens Point basketball, located at Crossroads Commons in Plover. Nolan Blair back in off the high screen by Voigt. Down the right side of the lane, kicks to the corner. Hunky drives it into the lane, scooping layup, and he got it. Tried to draw a charge and didn't get that set, so you're back down by 10. You had just gotten to within 6. Moots to the right baseline. Kicks out. Peterson wants the triple. Left it a hair short. Rebound to Nolan Blair. Into the front court. Nolan to the right corner. Gives it back out now to Voigt. Looks, finds his man underneath. Page, kick out, open. Blair, 3 off the mark. Rebound, Eau Claire again. Another 3. This one hit. Can't rebound, you're not going to win. Down by 13 at 26-13. Just cannot rebound the basketball. Front court into the lane, kick it out. Makinen off to Brennan Tim. Into the lane, back is in his way in off to Peterson. Bounces it off to Zach at the left block. Trying to work inside against Hunky. Kicks it out. Peterson again for 3 and again short. Moots tips it out. Picked up by Brennan Tim. Well, there you go. Second and third shot opportunities. Darius Bolden weaves through the traffic, takes the jumper, throws up an air ball. Rebound to Eau Claire. Blair on ahead. Hunky spot up 3. That's offline. Rebound Makinen. 26-13 your score. Neither team playing all that well. Makinen in the left corner. AJ on top. Brennan Tim hammered that time by Blair. Gets the basket and will get a foul. The foul should have come much earlier. But they're going to give Brennan Tim the 2, and he'll go to the stripe. Foul will be on Nolan Blair. That should be Nolan's second. Team number 6. And we've got the media timeout here. 7:59 to go in the opening half. Eau Claire 26. Stevens Point 15. Back in 1 minute. UW Stevens Point basketball on WPCN. In the opening half, Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Eau Claire 26, Stevens Point 15. Enjoy a sandwich and your favorite libation over at the Final Score, where Long Island Saturdays turn into bloody Sundays. Brennan Tim will go to the line, trying to complete the 3-point play. Pointers next men's basketball game, not until they make the trip over to Holland, Michigan. I should just leave it at Holland. It sounds more impressive. That's on the 18th. Brennan makes the free throw. If you are into tulips, you want to go to Holland, Michigan in the spring when they have their Tulip Fest. It is an awesome sight. A pass inside from Casper trying to connect with Hall, and Cade wasn't looking for it, went behind him and out of bounds. So Pointers will get it back. Big parade and all sorts of good times over in Holland, Michigan. And Hope is a beautiful school. And what a field house. If we had that here, if we had. Garrett couldn't hit it. Darius Bolden with the rebound, but he has his rebound shot blocked. Here comes Voigt. Going around his man, kick out, open, 3, and again good for Mike Casper. Another kid out of Merrill, Wisconsin, that the Pointers unable to get to come here. Garrett Nelson, right corner. Brady Wagner into the lane. Jump stop, kick out Bolden. Now you're down by 13, and Zach Moots finds the range. From 3 land, 29-19, Stevens Point. He is down. Left corner, long cross-court pass, Hunky. And he throws it into the Pointer bench. Nolan Blair made a move one way. The pass went the other. A.J. Makinen back in for Darius Bolden. So it's 29-19, 5:53 to go here in half number one. At the last break, the Pointers were shooting 33% and Eau Claire up to 56%. Not conducive to winning. A.J. Makinen over to the right side to Garrett Nelson. Into the free throw lane area, Zach Moots goes down deep and got the bounce. Zach Moots has 7. Pointers back within 8, 29-21. Ijadimbola into the game once again. Down on the baseline with it is Casper over to the right side. Hunky, they'll go inside to Voigt, and a foul on Zach Moots with a push apparently from behind. That'll be team number 7. And the first on Zach Moots. So it will put Brock Voigt at the line with a 1-and-1. Eau Claire a perfect 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. 29-21. And the first free throw from Voigt on the way, it rims out. So rebound Stevens Point. Pointers down 8. Basket would be big here. Garrett off the screen, top of the circle, looks and goes back to Moots. Zach to the lane, throws it back out to Garrett Nelson. Holds there against Hunky, a little quickness advantage. Kick out on the wing, into the lane. Moots down the lane, going up, and a foul is whistled. That'll be team 7 on Eau Claire. Looks like it's going to be called on Carter Hunky. That would be his second. And now Zach Moots at the line with the front end of a 1-and-1. Actually, they called that a shooting foul. I thought he was on his way to the basket. And the Pointers unable to make 2 in a row. Zach will get a second opportunity here. Chance to get his squad within 7. And he makes 1 out of the 2. 29-22, 5 minutes to go in the opening half. Ijadimbola into the front court. Off left side, Ijadimbola again down underneath on a little roll to the basket and an easy lay-in here for Carter Hushka. And just like that, the lead back to 9 now. Left wing, Zach Moots lifts the 3, came up short. Brennan Tim had the rebound. Apparently they're going to say he was pushed out of bounds. So it's going to be Brennan Tim going to the line, I do believe, here. That'll be the second, first on Carter Hushka. And team number 8. So Brennan Tim, front end of a 1-and-1, drills the first. Second one coming up, 31-23 Blue Golds. And he got them both. Good job by Brennan, freshman. 31-24 out of West Bend West, by the way, Brennan Tim. Right side, Ijadimbola tries to go into the post, tipped away by Moots. And then a traveling violation as the ball came back to Ijadimbola. And he traveled with the basketball. So Point will get it back. Again, only down 7, 4:22 to go in the opening half. Stevens Point Orthopedic, Sports Medicine, Physical Therapy, world-class treatment with hometown care. Brady Wagner back in. Long cross court to Tim, left wing, it'll go to Moots. Back to Garrett off the right wing dribble, down to the baseline, trying to sneak in, tosses it back to Makinen. A.J. off to Brady Wagner, into the lane. He was hammered without a call. Back it'll go to Tim, straight line drive to the basket. Brennan Tim showing us something. He's got 7. Pointers are down 5 at 31-26. Ijadimbola goes left side. Long range 3, that's not going to go. Tipped up once, no rebound inside. Short jumper, that's not going to go. Rebound on the floor, pulled out by Moots. Left wing pass will go to Garrett into the front court. Garrett Nelson pulls up from 15 off the rim. Rebound, Page. Ijadimbola. Well, that would have been a big two if he could have gotten it. Ijadimbola with a dribble. Sends it over to Page now. Page over to the right wing will find Casper. Lobs inside, sliding in, and laying it in is Carter Brooks. 33-26, 3:12 to go in the half. Just haven't been able to get any closer than 7 seems to be. 5 or 7. A.J. Makinen to Brennan Tim. Right corner back outside. Makinen pulls up from 17 and he got it. A.J.'s got that funny looking shot, but it counted. 33-28. Back within 5. Can he get a stop and a score? Ijadimbola hands it off to Casper. Tosses across the way, fumbled a little bit, but Kushka picks it up, goes inside, tosses across. Casper for 3, off the rim, put back, and he got it. Coming in off the wing, Carter Brooks again. Unable to put a body on a guy flying in from the outside. He gets the putback, back down by 7. Rebounding. Brennan Tim into the hands of Chad Moots. He wants the 3. That's not going to go. Rebound. Tim tips it out to Garrett Nelson. You get a reset here for Stevens Point. Garrett explodes into the lane, down the lane, kicks it out. And then they're going to say Makinen traveled with the basketball. Garrett got in deep enough. A reverse layup would have worked, but he kicked it out instead. Didn't see it, perhaps. Partners Pub, Stevens Point's birthday headquarters. Open 365 days a year. Great food, drinks, entertainment, and company. 35-28, right wing pass will go here to Casper. Casper on top. Brooks right back into the hands of Casper. He's had the hot hand here early. Right corner, Page into the lane, tosses it around the horn. On top, Casper, open 3, airmailed it out of bounds, and it's off Zach Moots' hand. So it'll go back to the Blue Golds. Didn't see it was coming up short. Hit him right in the right hand and trickled out of bounds. 7-point Eau Claire lead. Minute 41 to go in the half. Inbound up the right sideline. It'll go to Hushka. Down deep into the post, spin move, Page, and he hits the short jumper over the shorter pointers. And that puts the lead right back to 9. Garrett Nelson, left baseline, inside, score the layup, and the foul. So Garrett Nelson attacking off the left wing, got through the defense. He'll get a chance for the 3-point play. Team foul number 9. Back in comes Voigt, replacing Hushka. Foul was on Casper. And a chance for the 3-point play for Garrett. Toss on the way, and he's got it. 37-31, again, Stevens Point down 6. Nolan Blair into the front court. Handoff pass to Casper. Off it'll go there to Brooks, back over to Blair. Nolan lobs it, Brooks down deep, kick out, wide open, Casper, 3, in and out, no, rebound Tim. Actually Page, I think, with that miss. Garrett, front court, free throw circle, left side, Moots gets a step, drives baseline, goes in, can't hit the layup. Brooks with a rebound. Brooks will push. Front court, top of the circle, off it'll go there to Voigt. Voigt goes left side, on top to Nolan Blair. Blair working on Makinen. Down deep into the post, in an easy layup again for Voigt. Somehow we just can't get the stop when you need it. 39-31. Garrett Nelson, long cross court, Moots. Drops it into Tim on the left baseline. Working inside, back to the basket. Drops it out now. Brady Wagner for 3, in and out, no. And Eau Claire will get the last shot. Nolan Blair to walk it into the front court, 10 seconds to go. Blair working left side. Takes the dribble to the free throw line, pulls up from 16, long. Makinen with a rebound, throws it 3/4, it won't go, and we are at the half. At the half, the Blue Golds of Eau Claire with the 39-31 lead over UW Stevens Point. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Hey, sports fans.
at the half. UW Stevens Point finds itself down 8, 39-31. Had a couple of cracks at getting it down to like 3-4 points and just can't get the basket when you need it, and then obviously reverse it, and then you don't get the stop, and the lead goes right back up to 8-9, even up to 10 points. Blue Gold's largest lead so far at 13. Stevens Point did have a 1-point lead at 4-3 at one point in this game. So 39-31, we'll get stats for you in just a little bit. I've got halftime scores from our other two games, and there was one men's final already. Whitewater going to 2-0 in the league, had no trouble with Stout today. 92-76. There are many a year where Stout has gone into Whitewater late in the season and pulled off the upset. That was not the case today. 92-76 in favor of Whitewater. It's a pretty good Whitewater team we saw on Wednesday, and obviously they're going to get better and better. They have so much athleticism. It's going to be interesting to see this conference race with Platteville and Whitewater now, Oshkosh, possibly La Crosse, and River Falls only down by 4 at the half at Platteville right now, and trying to gauge River Falls. Sometimes those squads over on the west bring in transfers and stuff that we don't really know or hear about, and then all of a sudden, bang, bang. They're pretty good for a year or two. They get a lot of guys out of the Twin Cities. River Falls does, Eau Claire not so much, but Stout. They get a lot of those kids out of the Twin Cities area, and they can turn things around in a hurry. Right now, River, again, it's only halftime, and Platteville very likely will pull away with that one, but it is one to keep an eye on, meaning the River Falls Falcons. Stout will play again on Monday. We're getting into exam time coming up for all of our campuses. So you've got today's games, and then everybody will go back to non-conference for a while. Of course, some schools, Platteville's already played 8 games, Oshkosh with 8. La Crosse has played 8 going into tonight. 8 for Eau Claire, 8 for River, whereas Point and Whitewater and Stout have each played 6 times going in. So they'll have a few more non-conference games to get in the books as we go between, well, now and the early part of January. Point has a couple of road trips as they will head to Hope College, Holland, Michigan, for a game on the 18th, and then 2 days later play over in Indiana. So that's going to be a road trip. Instead of coming back home and then driving back over, they're going to stay. Those are two o'clock games in the afternoon, by the way. Hope on a Saturday afternoon at 2, and Trine on a Monday afternoon at 2. But it is in the holiday break, so that's why you can get away kind of with a 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. This Pointer basketball team, they're going to give you effort. It's not the most gifted team athletically, and it will get better when Elijah Vandervelden is able to come back, just because he's tall, for one, so everybody doesn't just automatically go inside, and Elijah's going to get some of those rebounds, and Elijah's starting to score a little bit now, so he's going to help. But it is hurting right now. You have to start conference play without Elijah and without Brian Genrick. Don't give up on these guys. Yes, it's a struggle right now, but don't give up on them. They're not contenders for the WIAC. I wish I could say they were, but I don't see that. But as Coach keeps saying, maybe by the end of it, we can be a factor. And if you can be playing well at the end, and if you're in position to make the postseason conference tournament, and I'm not sure if they're putting everybody in or not this year. I'd have to take a peek. I didn't even look at it. But if you get into the postseason tournament and have that capability of playing well, nobody wants to play you, you could have some fun with that. It's halftime, 39-31 in favor of Eau Claire. Let's take a 90-second break. We'll come back, get you all the numbers on half number one. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Hey everyone, it's Carter Hoffman.
And UW-Eau Claire leading UW Stevens Point 39-31. Let's get stats. First of all, for the Eau Claire Blue Golds at the half, they are hitting 16 of 30 from the floor. That's a pretty nifty 53%. Coming in here, the Pointers are allowing teams 68 points per game. And Eau Claire on pace to go past that again. That's too many points if you're a Pointer basketball fan anyway. From three-point range, Eau Claire is 5 of 12, which is a pretty good 42%. And the Blue Golds are 2 of 3 from the line. Blue Golds with 21 rebounds compared to only 14 for Stevens Point. For the Golds, 9 assists and 10 turnovers. They have 2 steals and 1 blocked shot. And individually, scoring-wise, Cade Hall with 7, 6 apiece for Brock Voigt and for Mike Casper and for Carter Hunke right now. 4 points for Carter Brooks at the moment. You have 3 for Nolan Blair, 3 for David Ijadambola, 2 points for Spencer Page, and 2 for Carter Hushka. And Eau Claire, biggest lead, 13. The Blue Golds have 8 points off of turnovers, 20 in the lane, 13 second chance points, and 18 bench points right now. For Stevens Point, shooting just 11 of 30 from the field, 37%. 1 of 9 from long range, 11%. 8 of 11 from the line, 73%. For Stevens Point, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and 6 turnovers for the Pointers. 4 steals, and individually right now, leading scorers, Zach Moots and Garrett Nelson, each with 8. 7 for Brennan Tim, 4 for Peter Timmerman, 2 apiece for Brady Wagner and A.J. Mackinnon. Stevens Point's biggest lead was at 1. Pointers have 8 points off of turnovers, 18 points in the paint, so only down by 2 there against Eau Claire. Biggest difference, probably these two numbers. Second chance points, Eau Claire 13, Stevens Point 4. Bench points, Eau Claire 18, Stevens Point 9. And we are at the half. Eau Claire has the 39-31 lead in men's basketball at the half. River Falls trailing Platteville 32-28. And Oshkosh leading at La Crosse 28-22. A men's final, Whitewater 92, Stout 76. Women's games, all finals. Eau Claire 64, Stevens Point 38. Oshkosh over La Crosse 55-49. Platteville 81, River Falls 61. And Whitewater squeezes by Stout 58-53. And in football today in the Division III quarterfinals, it was Whitewater trouncing Central 51-21. And here right now, the Pointers are down by 8, 39-31. Let's take a 90-second break. We'll come back and get the second half underway. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. It's a road game. We are getting ready for the start of half number 2. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Eau Claire 39, Stevens Point 31. Watch your favorite teams enjoy the daily food and drink specials. Final score, second of Maria, Stevens Point. Jadimbola, Casper, Voigt, making sure, Page and Brooks for Eau Claire. Pointers going with Nelson, Tim, turnaround here off the mark by Casper. Rebound Tim, Brady Wagner, Zach Moots, and Peter Timmerman. Inside, Tim goes up and scores it early. Brennan Tim, nice player. Getting the start here in the second half. Within 6 at 39-33, and an offensive foul out on the wing called on Eau Claire with a screening foul. That'll be on, I believe, David Jadimbola, his first. And the first team foul on the Blue Golds here in the second. Zach Moots starts right wing with the dribble. Gives it off to Garrett Nelson. Garrett into the lane, jump stop, little 8-footer, and he missed it badly. Well, he got open, just missed it badly. Page up front, working dribble against Zach, leaves it off here for Voigt. Backdoor cut, Jadimbola goes inside. And they're going to call a block. don't think so, but that's the way it is. That'll be number 2 on Zach. They're going to call it a shooting foul. And the first one is on the way and good. Jadambola with 4 points in the game gets the lead back to 7. And the lefty's second free throw good as well. So right back up to an 8-point lead, and back in will come Nolan Blair. 41-33. Garrett Nelson into the front court. Left wing to Peter Timmerman, right back to Garrett. Holds it there, finds Timmerman on the wing. Nobody was moving at the time. Peter down to the baseline, tosses back out to Moots. Behind the back, into the lane, 14-footer not good. Blair with a rebound. Nolan, lead feed, left side on ahead. Casper in the corner. Tosses back across the way. With it here is Brooks. Hand off to Blair, working right wing dribble. Back to Brooks, into the lane, down the lane, got by his man, powers it down there. Garrett swatted him, got it back on ahead. Brady Wagner down the lane, and he missed the bunny. These are the things you can't do. That's 2 missed layups by Stevens Point in wide open space. Casper on the left wing on top. Page wants 3, and just like that, you are down by 11. 44-33. Work in progress. Garrett Nelson on the right wing, bounces it down. Tim on the baseline. Brennan trying to back his way in against Voigt. And they're going to call Voigt with the push. That for Voigt, I believe, is his first. And the second on the blue gold, so not a shooting foul. Official stats, just taking a quick peek. Nobody really in any foul trouble. A couple of guys with 2, but otherwise nothing big. A.J. Mackinnon back in for point. Hand off to Garrett Nelson in the right corner, trying to go baseline, kicks it out to Peter. Brennan Tim into the lane, stops up, finds help from Mackinnon. A.J. splits the defense, bounces it back. Timmerman for 3 off the mark, and the rebound goes to Page. Page front court, left side, free throw circle. Tosses corner, and we'll get a foul on the wing by Peter Timmerman. That'll be 3 on Peter now. And the second on the pointers. Peter will have to sit. Brady Wagner will come right back in. So you swap out 6'6" for 6 foot on a team that can't rebound to begin with. That's a tough one, but that's the situation the Pointers are in right now. Hopefully they'll be back healthy by the next game. Let's just put it that way. Page down the left side, guarded by Brady, and an offensive foul. You don't see that often. He kept banging into Brady Wagner, who had good position, just kept slamming into him. But you see that all the time and don't normally get the call. For Page, his 3rd personal. Point with the ball back here. Garrett into the front court. Works dribble, bounces it to Moots on the baseline. Zach trying to sneak in against Casper and lost it. And then out of bounds, it'll go back to the Blue Golds. Tried to take him off the dribble. And Casper was not going to let that happen. Into the game, Cade Hall for Eau Claire. So the Blue Golds will have the ball back up by 11. Matching, well, not quite. They had a 13-point lead. Nolan Blair front court. Gets it right back, kicks it out. Page. Voigt, left corner, kick out. Blair, spot up 3, and now it's a 14-point lead. Nolan with 6 points, and all of a sudden you are down 47-33. Down the lane, scooping a layup. Garrett rolls it off the rim. Rebound to Brooks. Right side, Casper, front court. Back out to Brooks, wants the 3 off the mark. Tip rebound, Moots kept it alive off to Brady Wagner. Garrett into the front court. Garrett into the lane, kicks it out on the wing to Moots. Finds Brady Wagner. Brennan Tim, left baseline. Stopped his dribble. Was going back in against Brooks. Finally got some help there from Brady Wagner. It'll go to Moots. Zach bounces into the lane. Brennan Tim, the lefty, goes up, has the shot blocked that time by Brooks. Take it up with that left-hand hook in there. Keep it away from the defender. On the drive, Voigt kicks it out on the perimeter. Brooks in deep, Voigt spin move, and we'll get a foul down there. It'll be on Zach Moots. 15:36 to go. Zach to pick up his third personal. And immediate timeout. 15:36 to go. And the Blue Gold's out to a 47-33 advantage. Let's take the 1-minute break. We'll come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Eat like a rock star.
To go in this one, and our pointers down now by 14 points, largest lead of the game. Here's the biggest problem right now. Eau Claire shooting 53%, Stevens Point shooting 32%. Pointers have had 3 more shots and have 6 less field goals. That's not good. Inbound, Brooks underneath Casper, and an easy bank shot. It's a 16-point game. 49-33. Front court, Garrett down to the baseline, trying to work inside. Does, jump stop, short jumper, missed another one. And it'll go back here. Carter Hunke into the front court here for Eau Claire. Tosses up on top, Casper working against Garrett. It'll go left baseline. On the drive inside, layup is good for Carter Brooks. And it's getting away from Stevens Point now, down by 18 at 51-33. Brennan Tim, Darius Bolden back into the game for Point. A.J. Makinen into the lane, kick out to Garrett, back to A.J., fake the 3, free throw line, runner down the lane, got it. A.J. Makinen with 6. 51-35, 14:36 to go. Right side, Hunke, guarded there by Ryan Peterson. Tosses on the perimeter to Casper. Off the high screen from Brooks. Hall gets it back to Brooks on the wing. Working against the freshman, Tim takes him down to the baseline. Just a little head and shoulders fake. And takes him right off the baseline for an easy reverse layup. 53-35. Bolden, free throw lane. Out on the wing, it'll go to A.J. Makinen across to Brennan Tim into the lane. Stopped his dribble, looks for help, finds it. Makinen, left baseline into the corner. Around it'll go to Darius Bolden and draws the foul on Carter Hunke. Third on Hunke, fourth on the Blue Golds here. Paper City Savings, proud supporter of our community with locations in Plover. To inbound here. In will come Carter Huschka, 6'7" sophomore. Point just does not have the size needed. Garrett Nelson. Garrett to the free throw line, off to Makinen, wide open 3, off the rim, no. Rebound, Page. Hall, pardon me. Up the left side, Hushka. Out on top, Voigt down the right of the lane, kicks to the corner. Nolan Blair leaves it a little bit short. Rebound, looking, Hall up inside, scores it. 6'5" sophomore out of Boston. 20-point advantage now at 55-35. And Point's going to take a timeout. 13-17 remaining here. And Stevens Point trails in this one by a 20-point margin. Just checking, probably the big game of the day has now lacrosse leading Oshkosh 37-36. They've outscored it by 7 in the early going of the second half there. And we'll just try to get an update on Platteville and River Falls, and the Pioneers starting to pull away, up by 10 down in Platteville. 13-17 to go here. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come back. Pointers basketball on WPCN.
Hey, sports fans.
Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, showing Eau Claire 55, Stevens Point 35. It's been a rough start to the second half here. The final score, where you can enjoy a sandwich and your favorite libation. The final score, second to Maria, Stevens Point. Inbound to Garrett Nelson. Right side to Darius Bolden off the Peter Timmerman screen. Right back to Peter, had a chance for a three, didn't take it, goes up inside, couldn't get the roll. Tipped rebound on the baseline, saved by Voigt. Quickly up the left wing, Nolan Blair. Stops near the arc, bounces it off on the wing, down low there, Hushka. Inside, Voigt goes up around Peter, doesn't get the roll, but he does draw the foul. And that'll be on Peter, his fourth. So that will put Voigt at the line. He's 0 for 1 from the stripe tonight. This is a 2-shot foul. And the first free throw is good. 21-point lead for the Blue Golds. Hilltop Pub and Grill for lunch or dinner. The Hilltop is there for you. For dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Open daily at 11. Second one coming up. Ryan Peterson back into the game for Point. And Voigt got them both. 22-point advantage. Big second half going on here for Eau Claire. Up on top to Garrett Nelson, right corner. Ryan Peterson for the three, got it. Young man out of Eagle River. Northland Pines High, can really shoot the ball. Nolan Blair into the front court, 20-point ball game. I guess that was a 2, huh? Blair into the right corner, it'll go there. Drive into the lane, Hushka, back out. Left side, Hall got it inside, and a nice drive off the baseline by Carter Hunky, and he got it 59-37 in favor of Eau Claire. Pointers have scored 6 points in the second half. Mackinnon inside, out to Tim, driving baseline, a lot of contact. Ooh, they're going to call a foul on Voigt. That'll be 2 on Voigt. Pointers will inbound off the baseline. And Zach Woods back in for Darius Bolden here. We've been outscored 20-6 to start off the second half. 12 points to go in the game. Garrett Nelson in the right corner. Woods back to Garrett, takes it back. Passes up the 15-footer. Zach driving baseline. Little lean in, can't score it, but he'll go to the line. So Zach Moots, who has 8 points in the game, will get 2 free ones coming up here. Team foul 6 now on the Blue Golds. Well, unless we have a drastic turnaround, we're going to have a bad day here on the True Oldies channel. Hunky, by the way, with his 4th personal. Smash hockey lost 4-1 to Notre Dame. Pointer women defeated 64-38. And now the men down by 21 at the moment. Hunky out, Casper back in for the Blue Golds. And Zach rims out the second. So a 21-point deficit for our Pointers. Ijadimbola into the ball game. Down deep, Hall tosses back out to Carter. Down the lane, and Casper, I meant. And he lost it off the knee and out of bounds. Michael Casper out of Merrill. Spash basketball will be up at Merrill a week from Friday, I believe. Matt Matano will bring us that game. Left side, Garrett Nelson over to the right wing. Up to Ryan Peterson. Matt'll have that game on that Friday night. I'll be with the Pointers on the road to Holland, Michigan. Long-range jumper won't go for Zach. Ijadimbola into the front court off the screen this time into the lane. Doesn't take the jumper. It will go into the hands of Alex Voigt into the game for the first time. Hall lobs it inside, down deep, Voigt. That is Brock. He will go up and score it. And another foul. They're so much taller, 6'4", 6'5", 6'7", and we're playing with 6'1" and 6 foot and 5'11" out there, and it is difficult. As much as you try, it's hard to overcome that. The foul for Stevens Point. Voigt at the free throw line makes good. Foul was called on Brennan Tim, by the way, his second. And now 5 on the Pointers. Tim, right corner, backing his way into the lane. Got a little push out to Garrett. Down to the baseline. Pass intended for A.J. Makinen was tipped, but A.J. pulls it in. Takes it into the lane, out to Garrett. Fakes the 3, step back, 3 on the way, rims out long. Zach Moots gets the rebound, takes it right back down to the right block. Nothing available, tosses it over to Ryan Peterson, loads the 3 off the back side of the rim, no. Rebound, Voigt on ahead, it'll go. Casper down to the baseline, kicks it out. Hall to the free throw lane, out to Ijadimbola. Long skip pass, tipped by Moots, picked up here by Voigt, down to the corner, open 3, in and out, no. Brennan Tim with a rebound. A.J. Makinen into the front court. Pointers down 62-38. 62 points, and you still have 10 minutes to go in the game. And then a blocking foul is going to be called on Cade Hall. First, but the 7th team, Moots will go to the line for a couple. 62-38. Stevens Point is down in this one. The old Pointer defense, you know, hold teams to 50 or so. Zach makes good on the first. The game's different, you know that. But still, you'd like to hold teams. Zach makes 1 out of the 2. Hold teams down a little bit, 62-39. Left side, Ijadimbola into the corner. It'll go there to Hall, down on the baseline. Spin move inside. Carter Brooks got by Brennan Tim and draws the foul there on Brennan. That'll be his 3rd, 6th team. And so the Blue Golds will inbound off the baseline. Bone and Joint Clinic for convenient locations across central Wisconsin, including Plover. Learn more, bonejoint.net. Inbound. Quick shot that time by Spencer Page, couldn't hit it. Makinen to Moots, free throw circle, back to A.J., left wing. 62-39, Garrett Nelson Works dribble down to the baseline, sneaks all the way through the lane, circles back, goes to the rim, blocked away by Hall. Picked up here by Casper. Casper up the left wing. Keeps his dribble alive, long cross court, stolen away by Garrett Nelson. He will take it in, got the layup, and is fouled by Ijad Mbola. Garrett Nelson with his first basket of the second half. That'll be the second personal on Ijad Mbola. And Darius Bolden back in for Zach Moots here. Garrett Nelson at the line, trying to complete the three-point play. 62-41. 9:06 to go. Free throw is good for Garrett. 11 points now for Garrett Nelson. Ijad Mbola into the front court for the Blue Golds. Off the screen that time, tip pass, picked up by Casper, launches the three, no, Makinen with a rebound. AJ crosses timeline, left side, Tim pulls up for the triple, left it short. Ryan Peterson trying to save it, threw it at Page, couldn't throw it off of him. Blue Golds come back down. Ijad Mbola from the left corner, elected not to shoot it from there, gets the ball back on top. Page to the top of the circle. 8:27 to go in the ball game. Pointers are down by 20. Page, left baseline drive, inside, lays it up and in. Just too tall at 6'6", over the 6-foot AJ Makinen. 64-42. Working Garrett Nelson into the lane, probably got away with the travel. Bolden out on top. Brennan Tim. I'm not sure if Darius has taken a shot yet. Backdoor cut by Garrett Nelson, inside, couldn't hit the reverse layup. Hall with the board, on ahead, left side. Casper for three, no. Rebound, Stevens Point. Front court, Garrett reaching foul, Ijad Mbola, his third, 9th team. Garrett Nelson to the line for a 1-and-1 here. The Rock and Roll Cafe open 7 days a week with extended hours Thursday through Saturday. Stop in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. 7:36 to go. Stevens Point trails by 22. Garrett Nelson's free throw, good. Second one coming up for the senior out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. He's had a nice career here. Second for Garrett, also good. So the Pointers down 20 with 7.5 minutes to go. Nolan Blair out of Spash into the front court. Left side to Page. Pointers, of course, in man-to-man. They do nothing else but man-to-man. Crossover dribble. Casper kicks to the corner. Hall, long cross court. Nolan Blair wanted to go baseline. Little stutter step. Lost it, got it back inside Voigt. Scores it, and a foul. And it'll be a foul on Stevens Point. That is on AJ Makinen, his first. Well, at the half, you were down 8 and had been playing where you could have gotten that, you know, down to 5 or 4. And since the start of the second half, it's been basically all Blue Golds. Free throw not good. Darius Bolden left wing. Again, passes up the open shot. Brennan Tim down the left of the lane to a cutting Bolden. Kick to the corner. Peterson all the way around. It'll go to Garrett Nelson. Garrett down to the baseline, spin move Tim, short jumper, partially blocked. Voigt comes out of there with it, and Brennan Tim trying to get the ball back, commits his 4th personal, 8th team. And we'll go to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1. In will come Brady Wagner, in will come Peter Timmerman. Tim and whom? Bolden, I guess, gonna get a rest. And Point will take another timeout. 6:46 to go in the ball game. It's Eau Claire 66, Stevens Point 44. Let's take the 30-second break. Coming right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
You can now
Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Eau Claire 66, Stevens Point 44. Halftime of the Spash girls game tonight. Panthers leading La Crosse Central 26-21. And a tough start to the year for the Panther girls. They have high hopes. Might still be okay when it comes to Valley Conference play. We'll see. Voigt's free throw rolls off the rim. Ryan Peterson with the rebound. 66-44. Garrett Nelson front court, right wing dribble down to the baseline, sneaks in, kicks it out. Back to Garrett in the left corner from Timmerman. Garrett will take the three. That's not going to go. Long rebound pulled in by Page. Lead feed left side. Into the game, Gunnar T-Bon for the first time tonight. Bounce pass, right side Page to Voigt up on top. T-Bon with it. They'll send it off to Hall. Left wing again, Nolan Blair. Game clock down to 6:09. Voigt sneaks in, kicks it on the perimeter to the corner. Page for three, no. Rebound Ryan Peterson. Garrett into the front court, into the lane, down the lane, scooping a layup. Got it with a foul, Garrett Nelson. And it will be a foul on Nolan Blair, his third. 66-46. Back in Carter Brooks to relieve Voigt. Well, you know darn well that when teams here this year get chances to beat Stevens Point, they will do it and do it as, shall I say, hard as they can. Not trying to rub it in, but they're not going to pull back. How many years in a row has Stevens Point been the team on top in these kind of positions? A long time, let's just put it that way. So if you want to say payback, it will be there. You're just going to have to live with it and battle and hopefully pull off a few wins. Page at the line, front end of a 1-and-1. He makes good on the first. The foul, by the way, was on Ryan Peterson, his second. Page makes both from the stripe. 9 points in the game for the senior out of Rice Lake. Brennan Tim will come back for point, replacing A.J. McKinnon. We need a big, both numbers-wise and size-wise, recruiting class for Stevens Point this coming year. Brennan Tim leaves it off for Garrett Nelson. If there are any transfers available, you're going to have to seek some of those. You have to get some size. You do have Elijah coming back. Yes, indeed. Into the lane, Brennan Tim got to take one up. Tried the left-hand hook. No, got his own rebound. Goes up and scores it. Brennan with 11 points. Back-to-back double-digit scoring for Brennan Tim. Page on the right side to the top of the circle. It'll go there. With it is Brooks over to the right wing, T-Bon. And he had it tipped away and out of bounds. El Mezcal Restaurant out on Highway 10 East Stevens Point. Check out El Mezcal on Facebook for their specials. El Mezcal, Stevens Point. Blair to inbound off the right sideline. Looking, bounces it on the floor here to Alex Voigt. Into the left corner, Page down deep, intended that time for Carter Brooks. And a little too far out in front. Pointers get it. Garrett Nelson, right baseline, around the horn it'll go. Brady Wagner, haven't been able to get Brady freed up for a shot. Garrett Nelson trying to work dribble, pulls up from 13, off the mark, no, tipped rebound. It'll go off the hand of Brooks and out of bounds, Pointer basketball. Back in will come Michael Casper for the Blue Golds. 68-49, still with 4:35 to go in the ball game. Next Pointer Hoops radio show, by the way, Monday the 13th of December, out at Monk's Bar and Grill. Please do come out and join us. Have some fun. Peter Timmerman for a three, halfway down, came back out. Pulled out of there by Nolan Blair. Left side, it'll go down into the corner area. Back up on top, T-Bond down the right of the lane, draws the foul. Where's this one going to go? Going Ryan Peterson, that'll be his third. And the 10th now. So both teams into the double bonus. Gunnar T-Bond at the line. Gets two tosses, first one good, so he's on the scoreboard officially. Out of Sturgeon Bay, scores 3.2 points per game. We haven't had too many players in the league out of Sturgeon Bay in the past, I'll tell you. Good to see, 70-49. There's some good players up that east side of the state, on up into Door County for sure. Garrett Nelson, top of the circle. Down the lane, toss to the right corner. Brennan Tim trying to get to the lane again. Ryan Peterson in the corner, looking to go into the post. Ball tipped away and out of bounds. Wanted to find Tim down on the left block. Zach Moots coming back in for Ryan Peterson. 3:56 to go. 12 on the shot clock here for Stevens Point. On the floor, Garrett Nelson running baseline, cut off, pull-up jumper, got one. Garrett Nelson drills that one, 70-51. Blair back into the front court. Tosses across to Brooks, into the hands of T-Bond, and a foul. That's going to be on Peter Timmerman, and I think he has just fouled out of the ball game. Looks like it anyway. Yep. 3:39 to go. Peter Timmerman fouls out. So at the free throw line, Carter Brooks will get two. And misses the first. 19-point lead. That brings Ryan Peterson right back into the game. Second one for Brooks, again misses. Brady Wagner secures the rebound way out on the sideline. Brady into the front court, off to Zach Moots, to the free throw lane, kick out Garrett, runs it back to the line, down the left side of the lane, bounce pass underneath, intended for Ryan Peterson, tipped away by the Blue Golds and out of bounds. Monk's Bar and Grill, need a place to watch your favorite team? Well, it's Monk's Bar and Grill. They have you covered, located at Crossroads Commons in Plover. And this side of the Pointer Hoops radio show coming up on the 13th. Inbound underneath, Garrett Nelson, and a foul is whistled. It's going to go on Gunnar T-Bond. It's going to be his first, but it will put Garrett Nelson at the line for a pair. So the Pointers are going to be 0-2 in the league and 3-4 overall after losing this one here today. First free throw good for Garrett. I mean, I'd love to see the miracle come back with 3:24 to go, but we'll just be honest about it. That's not going to happen. Garrett's second is also good. So you're down to a 17-point deficit. Nolan Blair to the front court, heads right side. Across the way, it'll come here to T-Bond. Taking Ryan Peterson off the dribble, pulls up, needs help, looks, comes outside, into the hands of Casper. Casper against Garrett. Bounces it inside. Ball down on the floor. Who's going to get it? Brady Wagner. And did he call a timeout down there? Might have with 2:59 to go. I think it'll just be a 30-second timeout, but I might be wrong. Maybe we'll take advantage. 2:59 to go. It's a 1-minute break. Let's take that break. Coming right back. UW Stevens Point basketball on WPCN.
It's a high school.
Remaining here tonight, your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Eau Claire 70, Stevens Point 53. Watch your favorite teams enjoy the daily food and drink specials. Final score, second of Maria Stevens Point. Pointers with the basketball. Stevens Point shooting 32%, Eau Claire shooting 54%. Garrett Nelson down the lane, spins one off the glass, no. Eau Claire with a rebound, T-Bond front court. Across the way it'll come here. Working dribble off the wing this time is Carter Hushka. Back in, Nolan Blair now over the top of the circle. Back it'll go into the hands of Casper. Into the right, left corner, Alex Voigt underneath. No, and another foul going to be whistled. This one's going on Zach Moots. 4 on Zach now. A.J. Mackinnon will come in here. 2:29 to go. Let's see if we can update a couple of scores maybe in a moment or out of Sun Prairie. Second one coming to Lee. He'll run it up the right wing. Works the dribble against Peterson. Out to Hushka. Back over to the right side, Alex Voigt. Down the lane, kick out, T-Bond for 3. Rims off, no. Long rebound on the floor, Brady Wagner. Wagner front court. Top of the circle, pops the triple, no. Rebound, T-Bond. There, shot clock 19. We haven't had too many by either team. Nice spin move by Casper. He'll hit the 10 seconds to go. Ryan Peterson over to the right side to Zach Moots off the screen by Ryan. Zach wants the 3 and he got it. Zach Moots gets the pointers back to within 72-56, but you're down to 1:05 to go in this one. Nolan Blair left corner. T-Bond and Eau Claire will take the time. Might be a rolling time. We'll stay here trying to get some guys into the game. Nate Howe and Jeremiah Suber into the game here for the Blue Golds. It's a rolling timeout. Yeah, like I said before, and also coming in will be Nathan Banasic. Stevens Point has beaten up on teams for a long, long time. We were spoiled. And now it's other people's turn to return the favor a little bit, and they will take advantage when they can. These guys are going to battle, but on many of an occasion, the good guys, meaning the pointers, are going to be a little short-handed. As we go through the season and they learn to play their roles with each other on this team, they're going to get better. But then again, everybody else should get better too. And it will be, again, great to get Elijah back and Ryan Genrick back. That'll help a lot. Alex Voigt with the dribble over to the right side, guarded by Mackinnon. Down into the corner, it'll go to Suber. Backdoor cut inside, lob it back out on the wing to Suber. Ball stolen away, Ryan Peterson. Front court stops at the arc, gives off on the wing. Brennan Tim a deep three, left it short, didn't follow his shot. Voigt with a rebound. Gave him shot clock, about 9 seconds difference. Front court with it is Banasic. Top of the circle, bounces left. Open jump shot, airmailed that time by Zach Todd out of La Crescent, Minnesota, just in. A.J. Makinen wants the three. That's short. Rebound Brady. Kick out Zach. He wants the three. Off the rim, no. Rebound tipped into the hands of Nate Howe out of Eau Claire Memorial. Shot clock off. Eau Claire will walk it into the front court. We won't have another shot. And your final score here tonight in the Quant, it will be UW-Eau Claire 72. UW-Stevens Point 56. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back here to the Quant. UW-Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Hey everyone, it's Carter Hoffman.
Tough one here. Your first conference game at home tonight doesn't go the way the Pointers wanted. They start off the conference season at 0-2. When you shoot below 30% for the game, you are not going to win many. You'd have to be really good defensively to be able to notch a W when you're shooting the ball under 30%. Not trying to be funny, but it is, what else can you do? You have to chuckle at it because you had 13 more shots than your opponent and made 8 less field goals than your opponent. And that's a recipe for disaster. And then couple that with being out rebounded by 15 boards. And you, well, shouldn't be surprised. You come up with a loss here today. We'll get all the numbers in a moment. And we're going right down to the wire over in Eau Claire, in La Crosse, and see if we can pick up that Platteville, Oshkosh had the lead by 2 with 7 seconds to go. But of course, that's plenty of time to go down and maybe get a shot up to win it. Looks like they're down to 4 seconds, and it's still a Platteville 1-point lead at the moment. We might have a final before we get to the end here this evening. We'll give Coach every opportunity we can to come out and chat with us here today. Platteville did end up pulling away, by the way, down the stretch against River Falls. Gave them a run, but the Pioneers end up winning by 15 in that one by a 74-59 margin. So it looks like River Falls might be pretty decent. And another team. Football ended up being a pretty balanced conference. Everybody was pretty good, and that really kind of doubled up the problems for Stevens Point. That took an offer in conference play. Hopefully that will improve in the not too distant future. I know they're working at it. There are limitations, and I know all about those things. But at some point, I guess you have to figure out a way to overcome some of those limitations. Easier said than done, that's for sure. But at any rate, we will hang with and see if we can't get some victories coming back our way here at Stevens Point, be it in football, men's basketball, women's basketball. I know our swim team was in first place down at the Wheaton Invite going into today. I don't know how they finished up. Wrestlers had a nice win over Platteville earlier this week. Men's hockey knocked off Stout last evening 6-3. And they're playing right now against Northland over at the Willett Arena. If I should happen to get a score on that one, I'll pass that along before we are all done. But with that being said, let's take a minute break. We'll come back and we'll give you all the statistics on tonight's game. So back here in the Quant in 1 minute, UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
At home, Miss Kelsey.
.56 our final here tonight. UW-Eau Claire knocking off our UW Stevens Point Pointers. And let's get to the stats on tonight's game, as our Pointers drop to 0-2 now in league play. By the way, it ends up going in the favor of the Oshkosh Titans tonight, 56-53 over La Crosse. So we do have all finals now in on the conference, and we'll get to that for you in just a little bit. And also try to get you a hockey update. Last that I had heard, Spash girls basketball had a lead at the half. So anyway, here we go. For the Eau Claire Blue Golds, they end up hitting 27 of 51, 53% for the game. Only 7 of 21 from long range, which is 33%. And the Blue Golds hit just 11 of 18 from the line, 61%. For Eau Claire tonight, leading scorer was Brock Voigt with 13. Michael Casper had 10, 9 each for Spencer Page and for Cade Hall. 8 points tonight for Carter Hunke. Also 8 for Carter Brooks. 6 for Nolan Blair, the Spash graduate. David Imajabola with 5 points tonight for the Blue Golds. And then 2 apiece for Carter Hushka and Gunnar T-Bon. And the Blue Golds gathered in 46 rebounds, 8 of those offensive. Brock Voigt and Carter Brooks each had 9 rebounds for the Blue Golds. For UW Stevens Point, this will tell you one of the big reasons why you took a 16-point loss here tonight. 19 of 64 from the line, 30%. 2 of 23 from outside the arc. That is 8.7%. Not afraid to shoot it, but that's not very good shooting, I hate to say. Free throwing, not that bad. 16 of 21 tonight, 76%. For Stevens Point, the leading scorer, Garrett Nelson, with 20. He got 10 of those from the line, by the way. Zach Moots finished with 13. Brennan Tim with 11. So the freshman with back-to-back double-digit scoring nights. Then you drop all the way down to 4 points for Peter Timmerman, 4 for A.J. Mackinnon, 2 apiece for Brady Wagner and for Ryan Peterson. And Stevens Point, 31 rebounds. So you're out rebounded by 15 here tonight. Your leading rebounder was Brennan Tim with 8 boards tonight for Stevens Point. Eau Claire's biggest lead was 24. Stevens Point's only lead was at 1. And once they lost that lead after it was 4-3, never led again. Let's see. Points off of turnovers, each team with the 11. Points in the paint, not as big a disparity as we had figured. Eau Claire 34, Stevens Point 28. Discrepancy. No, disparity. Don't even listen to me anymore. Second chance points. Eau Claire 15 and Stevens Point 6. My mind has melted. Fast break points go in favor of the Pointers, 8-7. And then the bench points in favor of the Blue Golds here tonight, 27-17. Our hockey team leading over Northland. There you go, Scott. By a score of 4-1. They still have about 9.5 minutes to go in that one out at the KBW. Let's run down the other scores here tonight. First of all, on the men's side, besides the Eau Claire 72-56 win over Stevens Point tonight, Whitewater took down Stout 92-76. River Falls falls to Platteville 74-59. And Oshkosh a 56-53 win over La Crosse. On the women's side tonight, it was Eau Claire 64, Stevens Point 38. Oshkosh defeated La Crosse 55-49. It was Platteville 81, River Falls 61, and the Whitewater women 58-53 winners over Stout. The football game today involving the conference anyway. It was Whitewater 51 and Central of Iowa 21. And the Pointer men's next game will be at Holland, Michigan, when the Pointers travel there to take on the Dutch of Hope College. And that is coming up on the 18th. And our women's next game, by the way, is Wednesday. The women travel down to Naperville, Illinois to take on North Central. And we wish them the best of luck on that one. We're going to take a final break. We'll come back here, see if Coach makes his way out. It is a final of Eau Claire 72, Stevens Point 56. Back in 2 minutes, UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Are you ready?